ugly aloud. Are you ready? Here we go. Fashion is the art. Designers are the gods. Models play the part of angels in the dark. Which one of you would ever dare to go against? That beauty is a trade and everyone is paid. Fashionista. How do you look? Fashionista. How do you look? New York, London, Paris, Milan, Tokyo. I think it's in Japan. Asia, Malaysia, Las Vegas to play. LA, if you pay my way. Fashionista. How do you look? Fashion.
She's got it all. A symbol of excellence. She's got it all. She's got it all. All the elements, a symbol of excellence. Shining, she is so flawless. Incredible illusionist. Miss Gay America. Miss Gay America. America. The best of the best. She is beauty, she is grace. Perfect in every way. This gay America. The best of the best. She is beauty, she is grace. Perfect in every way. This gay America.
Well, hello out there. It is your girl, Morgan, your anchor of excellence, and I'm here to spill the dish with you all tonight. I'm so excited for this evening because I am doing the ratings. I'm on my adventure with the ratings of all the state level title holders of the MGA system. So buckle up. It is going to be a fabulous season of ratings, as well as hopefully we're going to get some fabulous crowned winners. But tonight, I have a special guest. But before I get into that, I just want to give a shout out and a ton of love to our new Gay America Esquire 2026, Jared Lance. Jared, shout out to you. Congratulations. You did an amazing job. All the contestants that competed for the Gay America Esquire 2026 pageant season was absolutely phenomenal. The 13 contestants really wowed me. They opened up their hearts and they just put it all on the stage. So it was a very tight race is what I'm going to say about that. And I even had a chance to run into your first crowned queen that got her ticket to America this year, Heather Fellas, for Miss Gay Missouri America 2026. So, hey, sis, it's good to see you. But without further ado, I'm going to bring on who we came to talk to tonight. So before I do, though, please hit that share button. The more people we bring in, the more people we have fall in love with the America system, as much as your girl Morgan does. So here we go. Buckle up. We are going to have a good chat tonight with your still reigning Miss Gay Michigan America 2025, Miss Courtney Kelly. Hello, Gorge. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Morgan?
I have a ton of love and energy for you tonight, and I'm excited to get to know you just a whisper more than I do already.
Right.
So what are you up to? What were you up to today? Just hanging out?
Nothing. It's my day off, so I've been up to a whole lot of relaxing. So it's been great.
So what do you do? What do you do for relaxing? Do you just chill? Or
I
do
was
you
laying on the
eat?
couch scrolling through all the reels that have been sent to me on Instagram from everybody who's at work today. So,
Hours and hours of fun, right?
yes.
It's interesting because I feel like on the reels, they know exactly what you're looking for at that moment. And they just keep on replaying. And
yes, but it's also weird because everybody's like watching you. So I don't like that aspect of where we're at with technology.
Right. Well, hopefully they're watching and saying positive things about the both of us because we are just wonderful, amazing people. So thank you for joining me tonight on my fabulous little podcast called Let's Get Down to Excellence, where it's a great space for everyone to get to know you on more of a personal level, and as well as myself. So thank you so much for joining me tonight on your day off.
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. So you are coming up to passing the crown on to our next fabulous queen. I think it's on Saturday, is it? What's the date?
Coming Saturday.
Okay,
It's
and where is it
May 9th.
located? What's that?
May 9th in, I believe it's Saugatuck, Michigan at the Dunes Resort. So 9 o'clock, the pageant starts at 7.
Get your tickets now, everybody. Come on and cheer on the girls. And that's so fabulous. And how many contestants do you have?
We have 4. So we have Sasha Frost, we have Truly Scrumptious, and then we have Aria B. Cassadine, and then Albion Davenport.
Ooh, it's going to be a
That's gonna be
pageant.
a great contest to sit and not have to worry about competing.
Right? I'm a little nervous myself, and I'm not competing at all. That's a good.
It's gonna be
Congratulations.
a good one. So if
Yeah,
you're
that's
able to come, anybody watching, get your tickets because it's going to be a fantastic prelim. So
Yes, I know it's going to be a great one. I'm sure you're going to look absolutely stunning as you always do as well. So let's dive in real quick. Let's get to know you a little bit more on a personal level. So where are you from? Born, raised?
I was born and raised in Dayton, Ohio. So if you
Okay.
don't know Ohio, that's like the western border, close to Indiana, which I grew up in a very small town. It's called Greenville, Ohio. It's known for like Annie Oakley and having one of the biggest county fairs. That's about it.
Okay, come on,
Middle
county
of nowhere.
fair. Not a
I
county.
graduated
fair.
with 69 people.
Wow. So do you have any siblings? Or are you so?
I do. I have 2 older brothers and then a younger sister.
Okay. And so what was it like being young and amazing as you are in a small town?
I mean, I loved it. Looking back now, I'm confused how I survived. I enjoyed it. I got along with everybody for the most part. I was a part of kind of everything growing up. I did pretty much every sport that was I had the opportunity to do. And then I joined band, so I became friends with people that I didn't really talk to until I did band. So I was kind of all over the place. I've always kind of been that way.
So what sport was one of your go-to, like that you really enjoyed doing?
So track was my favorite.
Okay.
I loved relays, and I was a hurdler.
You got a hurdler.
I just love sports. So
Isn't that kind of ironic? The irony of it now, as you're in the pageant system and you're hurdling all the things you have to get to hit that crown.
and we're still hurdling because I still don't
And
have
that-
the one.
You have some crowns, my darling, and rightfully deserved too, because you're absolutely fantastic and you do the job. So, and you said you were in band. What did you play in band?
I played the okay, so I
You
really
played the
wanted
flute. It's over. It's
no, I really wanted to play the saxophone, but I couldn't get any noise to come out of it. So they're like, all right, let's try a trumpet. And then I couldn't this is gonna sound so bad. Couldn't make my mouth tight enough to
You
make noise.
pucker and you like.
Yeah, can't do it.
I did that for a moment too. I didn't like the trumpet.
Can't do it. So I landed on the baritone.
Okay.
It's got a
Do you
much bigger
spit out?
mouthpiece. No, I don't even think
Yeah.
I could. I think I faked it half the time anyway.
I'm screaming, right?
Yeah.
There's probably like 20 people in the band because there's 69 people that you graduated with. So
I did receive the Best Marcher award, and I think that's because I was not playing while we were marching. So
you were like
I
marching
looked
band,
good.
marching
I looked
band. Not just
Yeah. Well, it was. I mean, it's a small school, so it was the same. We just different seasons.
what was your mascot? Just out of curiosity.
We were the Trojans, Arcanum Trojans.
Okay, there's a lot of dots being connected right now, my dear. But anyway, so that's cool. So when did you? So you lived in Ohio, and when did you venture out? When did that?
When I went to college, I went to Ball State University, which is in Muncie, Indiana. So luckily, I grew up in Darke County, so they offered all the bordering counties of Ohio in-state tuition to go to Muncie, Indiana. So I got to go out of state for not as expensive,
Well, hello, thank you.
which is a win. So
And you graduated.
yeah, I have my bachelor's of science in criminal justice. Yes.
Smarty.
It really doesn't do anything. It doesn't. it doesn't do anything. But
Well, you know what? You got your
I
education.
achieved it, and
You did, honey. And it is you better you
I
work hard.
achieved it.
There she is in all her glory. She's like glossed over and everything, never to be tampered with.
Yeah,
No,
so
that's
proud.
so. What was your life like in college? Did you go out a bunch? Were you more study focused?
Now,
You went
Morgan,
out.
you've known me for how many years? How
Listen,
studious.
I'm being a good interviewer and just
No, I was a party girl. I was a cheerleader, so I cheered all 4 years while I was there, and then I played on the club water polo team, which also likes to partake in beverages. So
beverages. This
I made my grades. I got my degree, but
it's right behind you. It sure is.
I did not spend as much time in the library as I should have.
You know what I really love hearing though, especially and just even up to your college years, is that you didn't limit yourself, is what I'm hearing. You allowed yourself to dabble in different things, whether it be sports or in the arts or even what your focus was on as your major. And I think that's cool because you're like finding what your niches are and what you really love to do is what it kind of tells me. So hats off to you, because some people just kind of hit their mark and they just keep going with it and they don't get to have a full, diverse exposure.
Yeah. No, I just feel like if you don't, I'm very much like try everything. Because how do you know if you're gonna like it or not unless you
Sure.
nobody says you have to keep doing it. If you hate it, you can stop.
This is true.
I never planned on doing drag this long, but here I am.
And we're gonna get we're gonna get into all the drag stuff, honey. All about because what's interesting about you, if I'm allowed to say, like you definitely give off that like sports vibe. You definitely get like when you're out of drag, you're definitely more sporty look, in my opinion, and that's just mine. So I didn't, good interviewer, good
everybody else around me. Yeah.
So I think, but what's amazing about you do such a very good job about putting more of a feminine look when you do get in drag. Like it's just an awesome transformation to see. So
thank you.
So let's get into that. So when did you get exposed to the drag world? Like when you saw your first show, was that in college?
I saw shows before I was in college. So we were lucky. We had Mask here in Dayton. I don't know if you've ever heard of it or been to it. It was Club Mask. It was 18 and up. It was a huge nightclub. Like All American Goddess used to be there. I think they had US of A, maybe, or US of A at large a couple times maybe. But they have drag shows all the time. So I was able to go see those when I was 18. So I still could go to those in high school. But I never thought I'd be doing it.
And you were on your best behavior the whole time.
Absolutely.
I know that.
I was not upside down on the dance floor or anything.
So I have to. I have to ask, because a lot of interviews that I've been having is where I see a lot of people when they go into drag or performing, you usually are in dance or in the arts, and I find that you have a little bit more of a spectrum of what your focuses were. So where did your love for the arts come in and like the performing part?
I'd probably say my grandma. She was always big in like community theater stuff.
Okay.
So like still to this day, thank God I still have all four of my grandparents with me. So I don't want to say memory of her, but like she would always do like the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz, like the melting thing. And that's always like what I put with her, which is why we went and saw the Wizard of Oz when we were just in Vegas. But
yeah. How was that? That was in the dome, yeah?
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Do they like have things that fall down from the sky or something?
These dang apples.
Are they like,
what are we had to buy ours because this row of ladies in front of us took them all. But that's okay. That's okay.
Come on, girls.
I was just gay there for an apple. It's all right.
Screaming. So for fun. So when did you come out?
So the first time, I believe I was in like the 4th grade.
Okay.
And then got told, okay, my parents are watching. My mom always feels bad about this story. It is what it is.
Hi, Mom.
So I kind of told him when I was in 4th grade, just the middle of the night, I kind of was like, hey, Dad, can I talk to you? And he was like, sure. So like we went and had a conversation, and I was like, so I think I like boys the way I'm supposed to like girls. And I think he just didn't really know how to process what it was. So he was like, well, you like, because I had many a girlfriend growing up. So it was like, well, what about this person? And I was like, oh, okay. So I just kind of put it aside for a while.
Mhm.
And then after that, I had to go see this Christian counselor priest guy that gave me like this book about how gays are going to hell.
Sure.
Great experience. But so then I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, yeah, but I'm gonna play it straight, grow up, marry a woman, whatever. And then went to college. Actually, what had happened was before I got to college, and then my aunt randomly texted me and she said, hey, I have a question. And I was like, yeah, what's up? I was getting ready for chemistry, my favorite subject, getting ready for chemistry. And she was like, are you gay? And I was just kind of like, oh,
Come on,
she
Auntie. Come on,
yes,
Auntie.
called it to the forefront. And I don't know what it was, but I just, in the moment, was like, you know what? It is what it is. If you lose people, you lose people. I'm tired of not being myself.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, like, and then she asked if she could tell my uncle. And then this is all like 10 minutes till I'm supposed to go into class. So then my uncle calls me and we have like a long conversation and he apologizes for like, if he's ever made jokes or comments, because I've always been, it's funny because the gay community thinks I'm butch and then my straight friends think I'm a woman. So like how I mentioned track, I was good at
Yeah.
track, but I still to this day, I run like a woman. I'm quick, but I run like a woman. So I remember when I won,
You'll
I
win.
won the 300-meter hurdles in high school at a conference. And like I was so happy, so excited. My mom was like, congratulations, but why do you run like a girl? And I was just like, well, damn, that kind of sucks. So anyway, so not to snowball, but then so he called me, and then after we hung up, I was like, well, I'm clearly not going to class right now because I can't focus.
Yeah.
Well, at the time I was staying at my first boyfriend, closeted secret boyfriend's apartment, which lived probably like 3 miles from campus. Probably like 3 miles from campus. And then the whole walk there, I just kind of went down the list of family members. I called my brother, my sister, my parents. I already told them by this point.
Yeah.
I called my grandparents, and it was just kind of a, here we go, I guess.
And so
That's
did you look at it more of like this weight lifted off of cleansing moment in that walk in a way though? Because as you're going through it, was it getting easier for you?
Yeah, I think so. I think it didn't really like hit until I actually had to interact with my parents after the fact and like
Yeah.
see my family members and just be like, all right, they're fine.
But we're
They're
good now.
I knew they'd be fine because I've been very blessed. Like I have the best family ever. I've been very thankful and lucky to have the family I have. So I don't know why I was so scared for so long to say something, but I mean, I haven't lost anybody. So
And a big shout out to your entire family because they are supportive of you and allowing you to continue to do your dreams or just being supportive of your dreams. So
and I mean, I threw
we love you,
when
Mom.
I had to drop like everything. I had to tell him I was gay, tell him I had a boyfriend, tell him I just started cross-dressing. It was a whole shebang.
So let's shift gears a little bit. So when did you start so first, has your name always been Courtney Kelly?
No, I was Courtney O from the get-go.
Courtney O, like the letter O?
Yeah, so my drag mom, so the aunt that outed me,
Yeah.
her friend is a drag queen, one of the Ruby girls in Dayton. I don't know if you've seen, they just got their historical placard. They're like one of the installments of the LGBTQ. So she's one of the Ruby girls and she's Jackie O. So I was like, I'm just going to be O. And I was like, perfect. And then after a while, I did not like the Courtney O part.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Then where does Kelly come from?
Kelly is from Christina Kelly. Well, Matthew Kelly, for Maria Wise, my drag dad, but it all comes from Christina's Kelly.
I get so fascinated with the drag mom and drag dad because it's something as I'm doing more interviews, I think it's because I actually, to be honest with you, for a very long time didn't even have a drag mother.
Really?
And I've been doing this for 10 years. And I kind of stumbled upon a drag mother in such a beautiful way because my partner's drag mother took me on.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
And then she's always whispering to me, "You'll always be my daughter. Don't worry," like that kind of thing. And I was like, "Don't worry, we're all not going anywhere." But I always just find it's really interesting to get a whole mom, dad, siblings, like it's just fierce. However, there's such a chosen family with that.
No, absolutely.
So Courtney O,
Yes.
first
She
of all,
was rough.
do we have pictures of Courtney O? Not
I
right
guess
now,
so.
but in general.
Oh yeah, people still post them to haunt me because
Good.
they love me. But yes,
But
they're
I
out
hope
there.
that they'll be added in the comments later on. If
People
if they
will.
pop up over here, I'm putting it up on the screen. People watch it. Oh, Jacob Sams is like, I do. I don't know.
Oh no, is she in this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's my mom. Speak her truth. I know she feels bad when I tell the stories, but
I love
hi
you.
mom, love you.
So sorry, I digressed. So Courtney O, where's your first moment? Was it a competition? Was it just a
It was actually at, so how drag me doing it even came to be a thing. So my first boyfriend's roommate was like one of the big drag queens on campus, Ball State. One of the big drag queens, and like one day when I went over to their apartment, he had like his fake boobs on the table and all this stuff, and he was watching RuPaul's Drag Race, the All Stars, like the first one. And I was like, I think I could do that. And he laughed and was like, no, you're too butch to do this. And I was like, okay, first of all, what you're not going to do is tell me what I can't do, because now I'm going to at least try.
Mhm.
So I started it, and then the weekend I turned 21, I did my first pageant, which was Miss Gay Muncie. So I won Miss Gay Muncie in 2015.
First one and done. Folks.
And those crowning pictures, I look like Chucky.
I
Legit.
can't wait. I need to see
That's
them
what-
all. Because I have to say, and I'm gonna bop around with you a bunch, but your makeup is just always on point.
Thank you.
And I definitely clock that in a good way. Like I always
I
see you're always
appreciate
put together, and it's just really nice to see someone take pride in how they look. So what do you remember? What your first performance was? Like what the number was?
I can. Oh, it was the Buzz. I think it was Buzz Junkies remix of. Is it Dancing on My Own?
What,
Robin.
And it was just solo track. You did your thing.
Oh yeah, it was bad. I was in. It's from the dress I got was from Jackie. It was like this. It was so bad. I had curly, long, bright fire engine red hair.
Yep.
It was this black mini dress with like tears and holes and stuff. And I had like a red bra and panty on with these platform high heels that I had no business wearing. I still don't have any business wearing them. And like my friend I have a DVD of my very first performance. And like I tried to dance, fell flat on my butt. And there's a picture of me just like, after I fell, money everywhere. And I'm just like, it's bad. I'll send it to you later.
Please send it to me, and I promise I'll keep it all
It won't
to
be.
myself.
I'll make it my cover photo at this point.
At this point, I mean, we're talking about it. We're bringing it back to life,
Everybody
bringing
starts.
Courtney O back, right?
Yeah, it was bad.
So that's fair. So how long ago was that? So how long have you been doing drag for?
I started in 2015.
2015. So it's like 11 years or so, right?
Yes, that's
So we're
insane.
about the same. So I get. So when did you start doing pageantry as far as like the America system?
So my first from the time I like started competing, everybody has always been like, have you ever done America? You're America. You are this America. I didn't even know what America was at that point. I was just like, and everybody's like, well, it's the boy queens. I said, oh, so it's the butch queen pageant is what you're telling me. I mean,
It's the trade pageant.
Yeah, it is what it is. So I mean, I've always been told. I didn't ever watch anything or be a part of it until I actually, when Deva won Miss America and I danced for her, was my first thing. I watched her compete at her city prelim, which was, well, not city prelim, regional prelim. It was Heart of America at Axis. And then Tyler danced for her there. And then I danced for her at Nationals. But that was my first experience with it.
So when you say you danced, were you were already performing as a drag queen, and then you took on choreography throughout? Like you're not a trained dancer per se, but you.
No, I can pick up a little two-step, but I mean, I don't consider myself a dancer, but I can do
You were
choreo.
Deva's, what did Deva give you a 5, 6, 7, 8, or did she give you a 1, 2?
No, it was a 5, 6, 7, 8, but
Right. I knew you could do it.
we got
I
it.
saw you. I see you at nationals all the time. You do amazing work. So I've seen you perform, and and we'll get to all that in just a short bit. So when I'm just thinking about you doing a 1, 2, not a 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. So when you got out of college, did you start a career right away, or did you kind of traveled and do your thing, or did you
No.
get all the partying out of your system and you're like, I'm gonna get ready to do my thing?
No, I did. So right out of college, I moved to Columbus because I had a job. I was a dispatcher for the sheriff's department here,
Okay.
Franklin County Sheriff's Department.
Okay.
And that was right out of college. So
And then when did you move to you live in Michigan now? Or
no,
you're
I'm
still
still in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, got it. Oh, because that's right. Michigan
Michigan's
is open.
open. Yeah.
That's right. And it's not too far from you, correct?
No, Detroit, I think it was like 3 hours.
Okay. The only thing I know is Kalamazoo. That's all. Like it's down or something.
Yeah, I don't.
It's just
If
Cedar
you gave me a
Point.
map of Michigan, I would not be able to successfully place cities.
So how many times have you been at nationals competing? Like as far as Courtney Kelly, not as a backup.
I was Ohio, Ohio, Great Lakes, Eastern States, DC, and Michigan. So I've been 5.
Okay. And kicking butt every time. So how many times were you in the top 10? We got to always give those shout outs.
5.
That's fantastic. And I think you were like really like, was it my year with you? Like you were just really far up there.
I've always been
your
like 12, 13, and then I had 1 year I was 17. So I think I've been like 12th, 13th, 17th, 9th, and then 5th this past year.
5th. Yeah. Well, that's fabulous. So what is your inspiration for your drag persona? Like what do you like to emulate as you're creating these looks and we'll say talents for Courtney?
See, that's where I feel like I'm like a boring drag person. There's not really anything. I've just always been aware that I'm never going to be this like delicate
Flower
drag queen person. So I always I've always identified with Wonder Woman. If you watch like the Real Housewives series, have you watched those? Okay, there's this one housewife. I'm pretty sure it's Salt Lake City or something, but she's like a bigger gal. And that's like who I just in my head imagine I look like in drag. So I don't know, like a fancy Lane Bryant model.
Okay, you know what? There is nothing wrong with Lane Bryant. Honey. Got it.
Thank God, or I wouldn't have clothes that fit me.
Right. Thanks, Lane. So as far as like, so I believe your talent this year was very like circusy. Is that correct? If I remember.
Yeah.
correctly?
So I've always. Un momento. Go, Diana.
Who was that? Who was that?
My cat, Diana. She
she's
always
the one-
wants to be like on.
She just wants her cameo moment, and please feel free to let us see that cute little angel. So you just have one cat?
No, we have 2. 2 cats, 3 dogs, and a rabbit.
2 cats, 3 dogs, and a rabbit.
Yes.
And it's you and your partner?
And Nico. So there's 3 of us. We're a throuple.
That's right. Oh, we got to get to that. I forgot. Oh, I forgot. We have so much to talk. We're going to spill over on time. Just
No,
so you
I'm
know.
multifaceted.
I love
Yeah.
it. No, but
Yeah, no, I did circus again,
yeah.
which I'm going to go on record since it's been brought up 1,000 times, even though I've already said it. Yes, a lot of my talent, like the video stuff, it was AI usage. It was all done before I was well equipped with knowledge on everything. And at that point, I mean, I already had the talent done. I'm not using it again, but I know I still get randomly tagged in things. They're like, she used it. Yes, I did. I apologize. My bad.
And I think a lot of it, like with that kind of stuff, it's important to just continue to be educated on things. And I think that when you know, and then what you just did right there by speaking upon it, you just kind of pass the torch and educate.
Yeah, it is. I can't go back and change what it was. So my bad. I'm sorry, everybody.
So what other talents have you done? Do you ever do like Broadway themed stuff or?
I did Broadway the last time I was in the 10. I did Please Don't Touch Me from Young Frankenstein.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's fun. I'm not like I wish I was a Broadway person. I love Broadway stuff, but I hate myself because I can't sing to save my life, as you can guess from my speaking voice. So that's something I've always wanted to do, was like Broadways and musicals. And
You
no,
still have time. You still have
no,
time, darling.
I'm much better playing softball or any other
Running,
sport.
running the 30
Yes.
kilometer, whatever you said.
Exactly.
Yeah. So what is so when you pick out your gowns and stuff, because you always, like I said, I just have to continue to give you accolades when it's there. And like when you do your makeup, it's always on point. Your looks are always clean and crisp, and just everything's put together. Where does that come from? Is that just how you always been?
No, I mean, most of my gowns I go through Coco Vega. God
Yes.
loves Coco Vega. And thank God she moved back to Ohio, so she is just a short little drive away.
Yeah.
So I think it's just sitting with her and kind of going over the whole look. I also have, I mean, for those who have met Tyler, God love him, but he's anal retentive about everything. So it's also, I mean, I'm not mad about it because it helps me, but
Right. It
I
helps.
think I have to give him credit for, because he'll usually think like, well, what about this color hair with this or this style? Or he'll randomly, while he's at work, be like, look at these pictures. And so a lot of it's Tyler, the fine detail stuff. I'm just the Barbie pretty much that gets to play dress up.
Well, hey, hello. And I love that too, because it's good to have a good, a true support system, someone that's looking out for you best. So that's wonderful. So just random, what if you could pick any color for a gown, what would that be? Like your go-to favorite color for a gown?
I want to do purple. I've not done, I had one made, but it was not good. So I want like a purple that's just, I don't know. My big thing, I love, like, do you remember Starfire? You know,
Yeah, was that like
I'm
old.
It's a superhero. But she always is in purple, and she's got like this orangish color hair. I love the orange purple.
Cool.
Look, so who knows? I may be doing that when I eventually compete again. So
okay. So what has America always been the system that you've competed for? Have you ever competed for another pageantry system?
I was doing AAG the 1 year, and then I was in the police academy. So I was not permitted to leave, so I was not able to go actually compete. So, and I was doing it because I've always wanted to do AAG. That was the first national I ever went to because I used to be at Mask. So I always want to do it. It's still something I'm going to do again eventually at some point. But obviously, I think everybody knows I'm an America person, so I'm here until I eventually achieve that. And then after that, I'm going to venture back around to AAG. So
yeah, well, we're all not wanting you to leave either. So what's your continuing love for the America system? What makes you keep coming back?
I think just stuff like this. The people you meet is really, and that's been my big thing every year, because for the first few years, like not making the 10 or not winning, or I always left very defeated, kind of feeling like a complete loser. And then after a while, you start to realize, like, I now have friends and connections all over the country. And I know it sounds crazy when you say it, but like, I know I'm eventually going to win. It's going to happen at some point. I really hope it is sometime soon because I'm getting old and tired. But it's happening at some point. And I mean, every year that I go, I meet new people, and it just adds to the story that eventually, when I'm some old Miss Gay America and somebody who's just starting their career, I can be like, well, here's the years and what I learned and experiences I had and memories I made. So it's just a part of the journey.
Yeah. Well, I love that. And that just continues to tell me a little bit more of who you are with your drive and your passions and not giving up and just being relentless is the word I always like to use. So, okay. I love that. And I, of course, I obviously love the America system too, that obviously we're all here kind of vying for that same moment, but it's also
for doing this.
What's that?
So thank you for doing this with like everybody. I love it. Like you really took, I mean, you're the perfect person for it, but we'll get into it later, but thank you.
You can talk about anything you want to. This is your moment, Courtney. I'm a Scottish Kelly. This is your moment, Kelly. Okay, so fine, good. It's my questions now. Let's talk about your relationships.
Yes.
And don't forget, mom's listening. No,
Well, she knows. My whole family knows.
I know, I'm just kidding. But you know what? Before I do that, I want to ask a very little bit harder question or heavier question. So, being gay and also performing as a drag queen and competing for national pageants and such, and being a police officer, does that create? Is it harder for you at work? Meaning, when people know, I'm assuming that people know your aspirations outside of being a police person.
Right. Mhm.
So what is that? What is that like for you?
I love it. So I'm I've been very blessed in all aspects of my life. My unit that I work with specifically, so like our whole department is broken down on like zones and precincts. So I have a set, I think there's like 15 or 16 officers that I work with every day. And then we have our sergeant who's the head, like in charge of all of us. They are all beyond support. So I've even in the police academy, like when I was in the academy, our whole academy class came out to my shows and brought like their significant others and then talked about it. And then now, like when I went to Miss Gay America, my unit told me to either bring back the crown or don't come back. And I had to come back without the crown. So that was sad. But no, they're all very supportive. And I mean, they're just people. You just have to,
Sure.
they're just people. You just
Well, I
have
love
to
that. Well, I like hearing that, and I hope that other people can hear that, especially other queer police people. I don't know how police officers. There we go. Or just
Well,
because you
everyone's
don't know what everyone's experiences can be like. They can be a little bit harder in other
Yeah.
areas, and so
I think it's like with any field, though. There's people who should not be in that field. And unfortunately, they're the ones that people like to bring up. So it's just
Bring up,
because
yeah.
of your profession, you're tied into them. And like with my job, I'm not able to like, while I'm on scene or something, not able to talk about like politics or anything like this. So the amount of times that I'll have people like screaming in my face that I'm just a white male Trump supporter and this, and it's like, you don't know the half of me. I side with you, but I'm just here to do my job of the law of what's happening. So
And you know what? I also think that too. I also think too. There's always many different sides to
Yeah.
a door, and so for you, even just discussing it or being on a podcast and allowing yourself to be more open and vulnerable and talking about other things that people don't know about you, to kind of see the heart of you as opposed to just the three facts that they may see in other spaces. So, and I think it's important that everyone has a voice and it's important to be heard. So that's where I come
Well,
from.
thank you.
So let's talk about your relationship. So you're in a throuple, and I love that you're so proud of it as well. And so who did you meet first?
Tyler.
And how long ago was that?
11 years, I think.
So just when you started looking really good as Courtney is when Tyler came in and said, I need to start getting this one together. So we're going to
He actually refused to date me because I did drag at the beginning. So,
Interesting. Okay. Well,
but he says it's because I looked like how I looked. So, you know how that.
Well, and now you're and then look at me now. Look at those photos, like the nude photo that I just talked to you about before. How amazing you look in all your photography. Does the same person do your photos?
Yeah, so we're lucky. We have Laura Dark here in Columbus. So if any of y'all are ever coming to see Coco in Ohio and want photos, she has her own studio. She has a whole wardrobe of stuff if you need to add anything. She's incredible. So I'll put her.
Yeah.
I mean, I share her stuff all the time, but I'll put her website.
Yeah, you should.
Somewhere.
You're gonna be fierce. A whole operation. You go out, you get your fitting with Coco, which is a fabulous experience. If you have not tried it and you're looking to like invest in your look, Coco's experience is something that I've never experienced before. I've experienced now a couple times, but wouldn't it be fierce? You go for your final fitting, it fits you like the glove that it does, and then you bop right over to go get a photo shoot. Just like you even worn it, you even debuted it yet, and you just go get a photo shoot just because you're right there. Like, why not?
And then you can put it with the little sketch of it that Coco does. Those my favorite.
You're welcome. I get 10% of all proceeds, Coco. And what is her name? I'm sorry,
Laura Dark.
Okay, you too. Morgan of 10%. So 11 years ago, you met Tyler, and so when you were together, like, did you move in right away, or you courted for a little while, or how did that look for you, the two of you?
Yeah, I mean, I had my own place, but I think, like, I don't know, I had my own place, but I'd usually just stay over there. He would stay over at my place. So it was just kind of back and forth between places until we eventually bought our first house.
What does Tyler do during the day, or like as like a career?
He works for Chase. So like we have a bunch of Chase like corporate buildings in Columbus. So he works for
Sure.
Chase.
And then so how does it look when you bring up another person into a relationship? And I say that because there's other forms of bringing up a person into in a relationship, but this is different because you're now committing into a third person into a relationship. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, no, I think for me, because I've always been somebody in relationship wise, like I was a super jealous, crazy person. Like I just was, can't help it. So the idea of this, I think it all kind of just like, if you sit, for me, this is how I see it. I'm not saying this is how it is for everybody, but this is how I see it. So for me, it's unrealistic to think that Tyler can satisfy all of my needs around the board.
Sure.
Like, for example, like Tyler's real great at like the organization of stuff, keeping me being an adult, sadly, has made me kind of grow up. But then he's not really like the like holding hands type of like affectionate.
Yeah, the PDA.
Like I know he loves me because he's put up with me for 11 years, but he's not like the like if we're out in public, usually you don't even know that we're like together. We're just there together. Whereas like Nico's more affectionate, more like he's younger than us, so he keeps me young, I guess. But it's just different. Like we're all one relationship, but I have very different relationships with each of them.
Sure. I'm just going to be asking my questions if that's okay. So the way that you're speaking of it, like is it that you are in the relationship with the two, or is it the three? Like, are they in a relationship as well?
It's all so like they have their own relationship. Oh my god, I'm about to do something. Okay, so
I'm screaming. Go ahead.
So this is funny only because so my partner at work is like a super religious person, and she had this wedding where one of our friends' mom like did this whole thing about them and Jesus and the triangle, keep them all together. So I was just about to go like, there's all three of us, like we all have our own relationships, but then we're all
yeah. Well, I think that's now. Do you all live together in one on the roof? You said.
I think they're upstairs above me right now watching this. So
hi everybody. Oh my god.
A whole bunch of people.
What's that?
Said a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, well, I think it's great, and what I think for me personally, I know I'm being a little silly about it, but what I believe is very important for something like that to sustain is communication and really knowing what somebody else wants and really being in tune with each other. And that's not easy. That's not easy with two people, let alone three people. So the hats off to the three of you that you're able to sustain such an amazing relationship with each other and live under one roof with, what is it, 2 cats, 1 million dogs, and birds and chickens and geese.
Everything.
No, I'm just kidding. But no, that's fantastic. So has Tyler performed in drag?
He says he can't do it because he'd be better than all of us, which is just possibly true. I really don't know. But no, he refuses.
All of a sudden, he just comes through. He's like, watch out. I'm going to one and done. Go get the crown real quick.
You know how mad I'd be? I had to deal with that this past year when Nico competed against me.
Which I loved watching. I'm a big advocate of.
Well, you guys are the But I was like, I tell you what, if Nico comes up in this and walks away as Miss America, I'm going to be so happy and so mad at the same time. It's going to be a long ride home.
Right. It's going to be a lot of conversations. I love it.
But the thing is, though, he would win before me, though. He's young. He's smart. He's actually talented, can dance and can sing. He's pretty. And I'm just the bull lesbian coming through.
Listen, you have a lot
Playing
of great
softball
qualities.
for talent.
Listen, you have a lot of great qualities, and I love watching you. I really do love watching your performance this year was really cool to watch because for me, as doing the anchor stuff, it was really fun to see everyone on a different perspective as opposed to being a competitor. And so I
Right.
really got to enjoy watching everyone's talent as much as I could, and just the production value is really cool. And I believe a lot of your talents are good production or they become production values, which is
Thank you.
awesome.
Yeah, D Range made all my big prop things for it. So if y'all need props and stuff, she has her own studio. So
Did it. So I know I probably have to like just another time with you about more. Is there anything you'd like to talk about maybe with your childhood or things growing up or things that we haven't covered thus far? Because I want to start dipping quickly into your step down and then maybe your future stuff.
okay. I mean, I don't think so. I think we covered a lot of it. If anybody randomly has questions, they can always message me.
And then if they do, make sure you CC me in those messages so I can get all the dish too.
Yes, no, absolutely.
So you have your step down with your four amazing contestants. What is your theme?
So there's not really a theme because they got rid of like the presentation theme. So it's just kind of like, it's just a pageant.
You're doing an opening number?
Yes, but none of my dancers can come. So it's just going to be me. So buckle up, people.
Enjoy that ride.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Are you allowed to give us a little like inspiration sneak of what it's going to be? Or are you just kind of doing like a you
It's just like old school drag. It's just old school drag that I like.
Cool. So, I think that's fantastic. And it's kind of like you saddle in, you kind of do what you know is you. So I think that's really cool.
I'm going to have a fabulous time.
As you should.
I'm just sad. If y'all, like, I'm sure you're going to get to it, but being Miss Michigan, like the promoters and the love that you get from everybody up in Michigan is incredible. But I have to say that Robert and Scott have been absolutely incredible. Like getting to know them outside of like the promoter field, just as friends, like they come down to Columbus and support. They invited us to go out to Vegas with them. We got to do that. They're just great people. And if you actually take the time to, because I know I first met them at Miss Gay America when Gabby was their queen. And we had that little mixer downstairs or whatever. And I just casually had a little conversation with them, but I didn't really get to know them and the heart that's behind them. So I'm sad, but they do such a great job of keeping the former Miss Michigan still. Like Gabby and Kirsten are both going to be there. So I mean, I'm not going anywhere, but it's going to be sad not being their reigning
their main focus at that moment. Well, and I thank you for bringing that. Well, of course they are absolutely fantastic, and I adore them as well. But I also think it's important that we continue to discuss promoters and that the amount of things that the promoters actually do, and time and money and support and energy that they put towards their reigns, as well as contestants, and trying to continue to uplift their prelims, but also the people that want to be successful. And I always talk and say that a promoter is a selfless role that needs to get more of an attention and highlight. So hats off to all the promoters out there from all the divisions and all the systems and
it takes special people to do it, because it is, like you just said, I mean, they're not really getting anything back for it. Sure. So besides helping you achieve your goals and dreams. So
yeah. And we have a lot of them, don't we, Courtney?
No, it's a lot. It's a lot to put up with.
Get ready, promoters. Here we too come. So I know, and I get it. So you're excited, but it's of course,
yeah, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet.
Bittersweet. We know how the pageant usually works, but this is not your first time doing your orientation and things like that. So you feel like you're a little more prepared, ready to roll, and just kind of.
I mean, I don't have to do an orientation. That's Tracy's job.
Oh. You are so Tracy. You hear that? Sorry, girl. She's in here somewhere listening, or she popped in.
I haven't had to run an orientation since I was Miss Ohio.
Yes, you better. So, well, congratulations on an amazing reign and getting 4 amazing contestants, which is phenomenal.
It's gonna be so good.
And I personally look forward to seeing pictures of all the looks that you turn out and just how beautiful you're gonna be. So
thank you.
Yes. So what is going on for you in the future? Do you have any other future plans? Are we just allowed to discuss like pageantry or
Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise. I'm going to be back to America. Like I said, I'm one of those people. Like I can't just give up. It's gonna happen at some point. It'll happen at some point.
when
So
it
I just keep
happens?
telling
Yeah.
myself. So I mean, I'm going to be back. I'm just now. I feel like I'm getting to the point. I'm slowly running out of regionals. So yeah.
We'll just don't worry because we'll just continue to have new prelims open up because
Exactly.
everyone loves the America system as much as we do. So it's going to be amazing.
Yes. So
Um,
no, I'm definitely going to be back. Probably. I mean, I plan on coming back this year. I just got to figure out what prelim fits my schedule.
I love that.
At this point.
I get it. I love that. And so do you find that like because you are busy, you are a busy girl. And I know that we definitely spilled over a lot of time, but I just have enjoyed talking to you. And I know everyone loves getting to know you a little bit more. So I'm gonna ask you one more question, then we'll kind of wrap things up
Yes.
because I know your time is valuable too. But I know you're a busy girl, you're doing tons of things. And you said, and I know that you love to just do your relax moment and scroll through your
Yes,
the
the reels.
the reels. But how do you actually balance it out? Like how do you balance all the tasks and all the responsibilities and all the aspirations? How does Courtney do that?
I think I just stay busy.
I just,
The thing is, if I'm not busy, I'm going to be lazy and just like wait. So like I play. Well, I took a while off, but I used to play in a dart league. I'm in softball leagues. Um, go play volleyball with friends or pickleball, or I'm just always am trying to do something, whether that's
So what is
picking
your
up overtime at work or
what is your Google Calendar like? Filled?
around.
Is your calendar filled?
Yes, but it's good. I don't want to be not busy because then I know I won't be productive, and then if you're not being productive, then you're literally just letting your life kind of
Okay, bye.
go by. You don't know how long you got, so I'm trying to fit as much fun and things that I like to do in that time frame that I have.
I love that. And we're going to leave it on that note. But before I let you go, I always, and not to put you on the spot, but you are a pageant girl and I know you can handle it. I always, when a guest comes on, as I bid adieu, I always ask them what their meaning of excellence is to them because everyone's meaning of excellence is different. And with the Miss Gay America system, excellence is just what we exude and what we do. And I know that, there's other systems that have their excellence as well, but this is our symbol or MGA symbol. And I'm just, would love to hear what you think excellence is to you.
Yeah, I think like you just said though, it's different for everybody. For me, for a long time, I think I tried to be like excellence is this, and you really have to. The excellence is individualized to the specific person. As long as for me, my version of excellence is I know that I'm giving my best with whatever I'm doing, because what else can you do at that point? If you truly are giving your best at something and you don't succeed, then you know what? It is what it is. But you gave your all to it. You are being the best version of yourself that you can be. And to me, that's what makes somebody excellent. That's if somebody's watching you go for your goals and your dreams and seeing that you're not giving up, you're just constantly trying to grow yourself into being the best version of yourself. That's being excellent. So that's what it is to me.
Well, thank you. And I know the people that know you and the people that watch you know that you're always giving your best. So thank you for doing that because you are an inspiration to people too. People do watch.
Thank you, Morgan. So are you.
Oh, thanks. All right. So in Let's Get Down to Excellence fashion, I've been doing my wonderful thing where instead of me saying goodbye to you and then saying goodbye to everybody, this is all about you as well. So if I could have you say goodbye to the viewers at home with me, we can wrap this up.
Absolutely. Thank you all for chiming in and listening to me talk about my life. I hope it was somewhat interesting to you and not completely boring.
It was not, my darling. All right. On the count of three, let's just wave goodbye to everybody.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.